Hey, after the pre-test, this is for Math 8, after the pre-test that you took online, I want you to finish working in this packet. So we did a few of these in our stations yesterday, trying to find the equivalent fractions. So continue working on that. And then on the back, you are simplifying fractions. I believe all of these can still be simplified, meaning there's still a common factor in both the numerator and the denominator. So you want to look at these numbers, and these are all less than 1. If I glance at them real quick, they're all less than 1. So your numerator is less than your denominator, and so your numerator needs to be less than your denominator in your reduced fraction, your simplified fraction. So you're looking for what number goes into both of these. What's the greatest common factor, the GCF, what's the greatest common factor in both? Well, 6 is. 6 divided by 6 and 30 divided by 6. 6 goes into both of these numbers. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So that's the simplified fraction of 6/30. So that's what you want to do on all these. 99 and 108. Well, 9 goes into 99. Now the way you can test for 9 is if you add every digit together and 9 goes into it, 9 goes into that total here. That's the same rule for 3 also. If you add the digits together and 3 goes into the sum, 3 goes into that number. So 9 goes into both of these. 99 divided by 9 is 11, and 108 divided by 9 would be 12. Okay, so you can continue simplifying. Yes, I want you to do these as much as you can without a calculator. You've got to get better at your division, your multiplication. Don't rely on a calculator to do it for you. Okay, now back here. This is going to take a little bit of work. So if you want to split it a little bit, look at some that are a little easier to do. You can jump around. So for example, this one, 13/3. Now, this can be changed into a mixed number, meaning the numerator is larger than your denominator. So what you're saying is 13 divided by 3. And so the top number goes inside. 3 into 13, that's 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. And you have 1 left over, and it's going to be 1 over your divisor. So 4 and 1/3. Do not use a calculator on these because it'll change it to a decimal. So I want you to look through, do some of the easier ones or the smaller ones first. So again, change it to a mixed number. So all of these are improper fractions, and so change it to a mixed number. So something like this with all over 10. Well, 10 goes into 68 6 times. 6 times 10 is 60. Now, be careful though. This is saying 6 and 8/10, but 8/10 can still be reduced. There's a greatest common factor besides 1. So this one's going to be 6. 2 goes into both of these. If they're even, 2 definitely goes into it. You might have to reduce it more, but 2 goes into it for sure. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 6 and 4/5. So make sure not only you change it to an improper fraction or a mixed number, but you also simplify it too if it can. The back then is doing the reverse of what you did there. The back is converting mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 7 3/5. The way you do that is your 5 times 7 is 35 plus 3 is 38. And so it's going to be 38 over your divisor. The reason this works is because when you divided this, when you divide 38 by 5, you divide, you get 7, and then you subtract, and you got 7 3/5. Well, when we change it the other way, this was division and subtraction. Now we're doing multiplication and addition. You're just doing the opposite operations, okay, in the same order. So this was division first. We're going to multiply here. This was subtraction. Now we're going to add. So we're undoing what we just did. So that's why you're multiplying these and adding this one. Okay? So that one should go pretty quickly. You'll get really good at your multiplication. 6 times 9, a lot of you were messing that up earlier. That's 54 plus 1 is 55/9. Okay? So change these all into improper fractions. So this is giving you practice with all of these skills. Thank you. This is due Wednesday. So the whole thing is due Wednesday when you walk into class.